Welcome you all in the second video lecture of Concept of Cooperation and Cooperative Movement. In the first video lecture, we became familiar with the meaning and definition of cooperation, characteristics of cooperation, objectives of cooperation, origin and development of cooperative movement in India. Cooperative Credit Societies Act of 1904. Today we will start from the second stage, that is 1912 to 1918. This period is also known as period of hurried expansion. In this period, the defects of Cooperative Credit Societies Act of 1904 were removed by passing another act of 1912. So the major defect of Cooperative Credit Societies Act of 1904 was that it provided legal status only to the credit society. Other societies were not provided any legal status. The features of this 1912 Act are any society, credit or otherwise, may be registered. That means any kind of society, whether it is a credit society or any other society, that can also be registered. A federal society like central bank could be registered. Effects of this act were number of societies, membership, working capital increase. That means when the societies increase, the number of members also increased, their membership also increased, their working capital also increased. Establishment of central bank. So central bank was established with the passage of this 1912 Act. What happened when the central bank was established? These primary societies which were dependent upon the government loans. That means these societies ceased to be dependent upon the government loans. Cooperative education was given serious attention. That means during this period of 1912 to 1918, cooperative education was given serious attention. Now we will study about McLagan Committee report of 1914. So Government of India appointed a committee during this period by the name of McLagan Committee in 1914. This committee was framed to ensure that this movement, cooperative movement, is progressing upon the sound lines. Its chairman was E.D. McLagan. Its key recommendations were the mobilization of depositors. Third stage of cooperative movement in India began in 1919 and ended in 1929. This period is also called a period of unplanned expansion. What happened during this period? Introduction of Reforms Act of 1919. Cooperation became provincial subject under charge of a minister. In simple terms, an act was passed in 1919 which is known as the Reforms Act of 1919. Under this act, cooperation became a provincial subject. Provincial subject in the sense province is simply an administrative unit of a country. That means the cooperation subject was handed over to the provinces and they were authorized to make their own laws as per their suitability. This cooperation was placed under a charge of minister during this period. So many states passed their own acts according to their suitability. Like we have the Cooperatives Societies Act of Bombay 1925, Madras 1932, Orissa 1935. You all know that during this period the First World War concluded. What happened due to the First World War? The post-war boom led to the rising prices which boosted the cooperative movement. During this period, the cooperative movement made a rapid progress. The fourth stage of cooperative movement in India began in 1929 and concluded in 1939. This period is also called the period of consolidation and reorganization. The significant feature of this period were Great Depression. We will come to know in the coming part of this video what is Great Depression and its effects. And second one is the establishment of RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, with Agriculture Credit Department. That means during this period RBI was established with Agriculture Credit Department. The main functions of this Agriculture Credit Department of RBI were studying agriculture credit problems. First job of this Agriculture Credit Department was to study agriculture credit problems. Second was to help cooperative movement. And the third was give financial help to cooperative credit structure in India. Now, the Great Depression of 1930, actually it was an economic depression worldwide in which the global GDP fell to minus 26%. Due to this Great Depression, there was a tremendous setback to the cooperative activity in India. There were fall in prices, agriculture goods which threatened the existence of some societies and disturbed the economic stability of others. When the economic stability of other societies were disturbed and the existence of some of the societies were threatened, these societies failed to repay the creditors, which hampered the growth of cooperative movement in India. During this period, Land Mortgage Bank was established. The first land mortgage bank was organized in 1920 at Jung, Punjab, and the first central land mortgage bank was established in Madras in 1929. The fifth stage of cooperative movement in India began in 1939 and ended in 1947. This period is also called period of recovery. During this period, the cooperative movement in India made a lot of progress. Due to the Second World War, farmers gained because there was an increase in the price of agriculture commodities. Farmers also paid their overdues which were on them due to the depression. Those all creditors were cleared off during this period. Deposits of societies also increased during this period. Demand for loans decreased during this period. Non-credit societies and multi-purpose societies also developed during this period. Let's now move towards the cooperative movement in other countries. We will begin with England, which is known for the consumer cooperative movement. Cooperative movement in a real sense in England began with Robert Owen. That means Robert Owen was the known figure with respect to the cooperative movement in England. He was simply a factory manager. He was advocate of communal living. He was a pioneer of industrial cooperation. He did certain experiments to improve condition of workers like reducing the working hours of working class. He also tried to improve the living and working condition of the working class. He did not believe in accumulation of wealth. His chief concern was human happiness. This is all about Robert Owen. Robert Owen is regarded as the father of cooperation. That means father of cooperation is Robert Owen. He has given his principles with respect to the cooperation. They are abolition of private profit, voluntary association, common ownership of means of production, utilization of wealth of community for increasing human happiness. The important point over here is that England was the first country in the world where cooperative movement started in 1844. We should not confuse England with Germany because Germany is considered to be the birthplace of cooperative credit movement. Here England was the first country in the world where cooperative movement started in 1844. So in simple terms, as far the cooperative movement in England is concerned, England is known for the consumer cooperative movement. Here the known figure with respect to the cooperative movement is Robert Owen. He is also regarded as the father of cooperation, and England was the first country in the world where cooperative movement started in 1844. Another aspect of cooperative movement in England is the Rochdale pioneers. During early period of cooperative development in England, Rochdale Friendly Cooperative Society was formed in 1803. Simply, this Rochdale is a place in England where a group of people in the early development of cooperative movement formed a society known by the name Rochdale Friendly Cooperative Society. It was formed in 1803. Secondly, during this period, the Rochdale Equitable Pioneers Society Consumers Cooperative Store was formed, which was registered under Friendly Societies Act. This Friendly Societies Act was passed in England with respect to the cooperatives. Under this act, a society was formed known by the name of Rochdale Equitable Pioneers Society Consumers Cooperative Store. The important point with respect to this society is that it is continuing till the very day. Now, cooperative movement in Germany, Raiffeisen and Schussel. Raiffeisen and Schussel are the two persons who started cooperative movement in Germany. Germany is said to be the birthplace of cooperative credit movement in the world. We should not confuse it with England. England is the first country in the world where cooperative movement started in 1844, while Germany is the birthplace of cooperative credit movement. The difference between two is that Germany is known for cooperative credit movement, while England is the first country in the world where cooperative movement started in 1844. So Germany is the first country in the world which applied principles of cooperation in credit field. That means Germany is also known for applying principles of cooperation in credit field. Let's analyze the condition of Germany in the 19th century when the cooperative movement started over there. So the economic condition of Germany was bad. There were famines, there was indebtedness of the country. So the two persons, Raffesan and Schusli, took various measures of relief. Raffesan worked on rural areas. Schusli worked on urban areas. That means the two persons worked in different fields. One worked in rural areas and the other one worked in urban areas. Both believed conditions can be improved if people are taken out of cluster of Jews. That means this was their belief that the condition of the country can be improved when we will take the people of this country out of the cluster of Jews. Self-help was considered only way out. That means self-help, this concept of cooperation rather, was considered the only way out. Raffesan's contribution was maximum in the spirit of cooperative movement in Germany. Now Raffesan set up a society by the name Hadesdorf Beneficent Society in 1854. Its members were rich. That means rich people took part in this Hadesdorf Beneficent Society, which was formed by Raffesan in 1854. By this society, loans were given to the deserving persons. The rich people deposited money on interest in this society. There was a success of this society, but Raffesan did not like this idea that poor should live on the mercy of rich. He enrolled them. That means he enrolled those persons who were taking loan from this society as members of society. Accordingly, a new society, Hadesdorf Credit Union, was formed. The memorable phrase "one for all and all for one" was coined there. Now, characteristics of Raffesan societies. In Raffesan societies, membership was limited to rural areas. The members were farmers and cultivars. The members were having unlimited liability. There was a small area operation. Small loans were provided to the members and the time of recovery was long. Now, Schusli, as far as concerned, he was actually a judge. He founded in 1850 First Credit Association, General Union of German Industrial Societies. He was director of this General Union of German Industrial Societies. He has also remained director of this union. Now, characteristics of Schusli societies. Membership was provided to artisans, workers in towns and cities. That means, as far Raffesan is concerned, he worked in rural areas where his societies provide membership to farmers, while as Schusli worked in urban areas where he provided in his societies membership to artisans and workers. There was a large area operation, large amount of loan was provided to the members and the repayment period was short. Dairy cooperatives in Denmark. I have given certain facts of Denmark over here. In Denmark, 75% of land is under cultivation. Denmark is known as homeland of agriculture cooperation in world. First cooperative dairy was set up in Heding by Settling Anderson in 1882. Country is called Cooperative Denmark. The structure of dairy cooperatives. As Denmark is known for dairy cooperatives, the structure of dairy cooperatives in Denmark consists of three tiers: primary dairy cooperatives, regional dairy association, federation of Danish dairy Association. The silent futures of dairy cooperation in Denmark are as no law concerning cooperatives. That means in Denmark there is no law with regard to the cooperatives. The state neither supports nor hampers. That means Denmark is neutral towards cooperatives. There is no law in Denmark with respect to the cooperatives. Second thing, there is a quality control trademark, Lubra Nid. Lubra Nid, we should remember it as for the examination point of view is concerned, that Lubra Nid is the quality trademark of Denmark. 70% of dairy products are exported from Denmark to other countries. Now, cooperatives in Israel, collective farming. That means Israel is known for collective farming. Israel, since its inception in 1948, has remained the testing ground for institutional setting in agriculture. 8% of agricultural output in Israel is produced on cooperative and communal farming. There are four main agricultural cooperatives in Israel. This is very important, I feel, from the examination point of view, that four main agricultural cooperatives in Israel are Kibbutzim, Moshuim, Communal Moshuim, Secondary Service Cooperatives. What is this Kibbutzim, Moshuim? As far as Kibbutzim is concerned, it is a small village consisting of 200 to 2000 people. Today there are 269 Kibbutzim in Israel. As far Moshuim is concerned, it is a cooperative village consisting of 60 to 120 member families. At present, there are 411 Moshuims in Israel. One secondary cooperative, Tuniva, is the largest manufacturer of dairy products in the country. New age cooperatives. What are new age cooperatives? Simply new type of institutions have come into the cooperative sector. That means this cooperative sector has now not only remained confined to agriculture or credit, but different kinds of businesses are being done in this very sector. But all the new as well as old age cooperatives are based upon the principles of cooperation or cooperative philosophies. Let us see now the new age cooperatives in various states of India. As far Kerala is concerned, Kerala is known for hospital cooperatives, Maharashtra is known for agri-tourism, Orissa is known for writers, Tamil Nadu is known for engineers, Kolkata, West Bengal and Karnataka are known for irrigation, Assam is known for beggars, Tamil Nadu is known for snack chambers, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Orissa, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh are known for electricity. So in the second video lecture of concept of cooperation and cooperative movement in India, we have completed cooperative movement in India, cooperative movement in other countries and new age cooperatives. If you like these videos, kindly subscribe this channel to keep me motivated in serving you people.